Did you know that the search engine is single-handedly one of the most important things that you need to understand if you want to sell on Etsy? Understanding the search engine is the reason why my shop was able to become the #1 pet product store on Etsy in just a year and a half, and I sell double the amount of sales as the second place of pet products. So if you want to know how I was able to do that, make sure to stick around and I'll explain. Hi guys, my name is Vlad. I'm the owner of Tag Pup. It's a pet product store on Etsy. Go check it out if you doubt that it's making good progress, because it is. I started the shop at the end of 2019, so I almost don't count 2019. I start from 2020 and until 2021. So the reason I was able to make a shop like that is understanding the search engine. So understanding the search engine is not just understanding how it works from a computer standpoint or how the code works, but it's more of a perspective on how you must see your shop or how you must see the product that you want to start selling. I have talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people have this great idea of a product that nobody's selling on Etsy, or there's this great idea that doesn't exist on the internet, and they're the only ones that are going to be selling this product. There are several very wrong perspectives on that. The search engine says that the customer has the power of what's going to sell. When I ask people that have this great idea that doesn't exist on the internet to give me the keywords that customers are going to be using in order to find this product, they either don't have keywords because obviously this product doesn't exist, or two, there's a long-tailed keywords. There's like 3 or 4 keywords you need to put together in order to properly describe what this product is. And 3, people don't know about it. So even if they did, some miraculously, they've passively wrote in the combination of all those 4 and they came across your product and said, oh, this is, they're not gonna know what this is. So you're having so many layers of friction that you're gonna have to overcome in order to make sales. So the sales are not happening. Why? Because you have to understand why the search engine exists. The search engine exists because it is about the customer and not about the product. It is about the buyer and not about the seller. You have to understand that the search engine gives the seller the power to decide what they want. It is the freedom that you can type anything into the search engine you want, and it's going to give you the closest result that it possibly can do. And that's what the whole platform Etsy is formulated about. How do you find out what products you can sell? Well, you first need to understand what kind of customers are going on Etsy in order to use the platform in the first place. So, for example, if you're going to go to Home Depot, you're not going to find sewing materials, threads, and fabrics. But if you go to Joann's, you are going to find that, but you're not going to find 2x4s and nail guns. And that is because each store has different types of customers. And on Etsy, you have to understand what kind of customers are coming to the Etsy platform, and then you can start to ask what are the keywords that they are searching for to supply their demand. When that is your perspective of supply and demand, you have a better chance of coming up with a product that is going to make the sales. So it is hard to overcome the personal or the emotional attachment to the product. And you're saying, well, I would want this. I would want this. Ask yourself a question: why haven't you bought this before? You can say, well, it doesn't exist. Well, we're back to square root 1 because you didn't know this thing existed, so you've never bought it. And that's going to be the case with every other person. Now, let's say something similar exists with keywords, like let's say a particular t-shirt, right? Let's say there's some smart phrase you're going to put on a t-shirt that you think people are going to love. Now, your keyword is t-shirt, but the problem is there's a large amount of people targeting that keyword t-shirt. So you would need to find something more specific to describe what t-shirt, what's the saying on the t-shirt. And that's when it gets complicated. Because if you're gonna get it to very specific, again, you're creating a long tiered keyword that people normally don't type in because they don't know about that phrase. So it's important to understand what does the customer know and what they're going to be typing into the search engine. So if you agree that you should set aside your emotions, you should set aside your attachment to your product or your grandiose idea, if you're ready to set that aside and you're ready to take on the idea of what does the customer want, who are they, and what are they searching into the search engine, If you're ready, if that's how you're thinking, go and watch my other videos on how to properly do your keyword research and start working to discover what are the customers typing into the search engine in order to find the particular product. I have never sewn in my life. I have never printed fabric in my life. I don't even own a dog, and yet I sew dog collars with custom fabric printing. The funny thing is, none of that I knew how to do 2 years ago. But here I am, the #1 pet product store on Etsy. So if you're afraid of stepping out of the comfort zone, don't be. You can always learn. We are very resilient, we're very adaptive, and you can do this. You just have to be willing to set aside your emotions, set aside your own stubborn perspective, and be open-minded to saying, what does the customer want and how can I supply them? So if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and make sure to watch that video on how to do proper keyword research, because I think you're ready. If you understand this, if you know this, I think you're ready to really make those sales happen. Make sure to hit the bell notification if you want to see me on the next video.